Well, tough luck. We got everything else we need. We just need a bush just to hide it. I guess we could just find a bush, or we could go to the temple up there. Let's go do that. Actually, should we go to the pig? The pig looks lonely up here. I'm coming, Piggy. To be honest with you guys, the pig has awful loot. But you know what? Just to make his feelings, you know, better about himself. He's lonely up here, man. No one ever goes to him. We're gonna go up here and loot the little piggy. Alright, Mr. Piggy. That is not what I wanted. Only 23 left, and it's only first zone. This is promising. We're looking good. Hopefully we don't get a zone near Dusty Divot. That's what I meant to say. Come on, baby. Come on. No, Dusty Divot. Oh, we're chilling, dude. Let's go. It's meant to be, dude. I'm telling you. Let me get that free win. No bushes anywhere. Alright, let's go find a bush that we like and just go sit in it. Ah, this one looks very nice. Actually, these kind of look nice, too. There's a lot of bushes, I just realized. When's the last time you killed a player in a bush? It's like, it's been forever since I've seen anybody sit in a bush. I wonder if you can see people in bushes now. Is that like noticeable? I feel like no one would check to look in a bush, you know what I mean? It's like at that stage of the game where people just don't sit in bushes. Oh, dude, no one's catching me. Look at this positioning. This is some god tier positioning right here. All right, now we sit and relax, boys. Let the game do the work. Alright, we're about to find out. We're about to find out. Come on, give me zone again, please, for the love of God. Please, please. Let's go, baby. Let's go. It's meant to be, dude. Look at this. This is so perfect. Oh, there's someone right next to me. No. Do I turn? Dude, I heard footsteps. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Oh, he ran past me. He's going to Fatal Field later. Oh, and there's a baller there. Yeah. Oh my God. There's some nerds in Fatal. Oh, they're fighting now. Okay. Don't mind me, boys. I'm just chilling. Why do I feel like I'm gonna get down to the final guy in this lobby and just not get a wing? The last guy is just not gonna be. He's just merciless. He does not care, dude. He wants his win. He's literally just gonna slay me. Only 9 people left. This is good. There's a guy in a tree. Oh, we're about to see a huge build battle, boys. Oh, it's going down. Yo, this is kind of nuts, right? Oh, that guy fell. It's actually kind of fun just sitting in a bush watching other people do the work, you know? I don't have to do anything. This is a pretty good fight. These guys, some good players here. Okay. Oh, that guy launch padded up. He's trying to take height. The other guy's building up. Oh, he got height. Oh, he got height from him. Okay. Oh, and then this guy launch padded up. Okay, it's getting intense. Yo, if I get zoned one more time, please, just please, for the culture, Fortnite, for the culture, give it to me. Come on! Oh, dude, we're so close. Okay, we gotta move. If I get in the cornfield, I think I'm chilling. I just gotta get to the cornfield. Just sneak around. Hopefully no one is behind me. Otherwise, that would be very unfortunate. Oh, that is the scariest sound of the game. Please let me get there. Please let me get to the cornfield. Don't hurt me. I'm just a little guy. I got my cornfields. This is all I need. All I need are my fields. Oh. Close to the edge there. Oh, there's a baller there. You already know if that TTV kid is last, he's definitely killing me. 5 remaining. I hear some fighting going on. No visuals though. Oh, and a heavy sniper. Oh, it's getting intense. Oh yes, the TTV got killed. We're good, boys. We're good. Oh God, the turret. Alex just got wrecked. And then there were 3. Let's go, baby. Come on, dude. Please. These two need to kill each other really quick so I can just walk in the air with my pickaxe up. Dude, I'm definitely gonna get killed. This guy wants his win. I know for a fact. Come on, give me zone. Oh my God. Boy, dude, I feel like I'm gonna die, bro. I feel like I'm dead. I'm so dead here, man. Oh my God, how am I not dead? Gonna get in the cornfield right here and chill. I just gotta go a little bit farther, but I'm gonna slowly inch my way through this. I don't think the cornfield moves if you like tap W while you're crouched like this. Oh, I lied. Shut up. I'm trying to be a bot. Shut up. Cornfield? Oh, that's my ticket in. The heavy sniper. Come on, I need these last 2 kids to fight already. Just fight each other, man. It goes to rotating zones now, though. Oh, that zone's close. Oh my God, I gotta go all the way here? Oh, dude. GG. How am I supposed to walk this entire thing? Am I gonna outrun the zone if I walk? I'm so dead here. I'm 100% dead here. There's no way I get my free win. Oh, someone's close. I hear a launch pad. He's launch padding. Oh, he's right above me. Oh, I'm just gonna walk in. I can outwalk it. Let's go. Yo, don't hurt me, please. Please don't hurt me. Yo, please, guys. Please. Don't This guy is a G. This guy is the best player. I love this guy. Yo, there's still people. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, let's go, man. He gave me a free win. Let's go. I can't believe we did it first game. Yo, shout out to Esau, dude. I think that guy like slayed out the lobby. I cannot believe that we did it. For the culture, boy. Yo, if you're watching this video, dude, you are a G. Shout out to my man. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I certainly did. I could not believe we did it first game either. But anyways, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. You guys have a wonderful night, and yeah, peace out. Hey guys, just a quick reminder, if you guys want to use supported creator code NIX in the Fortnite item shop, I would highly appreciate it. No.
Wait, come here. Can you hear me? Do a dance if you can hear me. Do a dance if you have a mic. Do a dance if your mic isn't working. Would you rather a P90? Okay. Wait, yo, come here. Can I send you a friend request? No. Are you the real Nix? No, you're not. You're just a liar, bro. If we win, can I send you a friend request? Maybe? What the bro. Bro, those kids were trash. Okay, come here. Are you gonna have your mic back within, like, a day? So if we win, will you send me a friend request? Bro, I really don't think it's actually the Knicks, bro. Dude, where's the shield at, Mighty? What did you mark? Oh, do you have a mini?
What we're gonna do is I'm gonna pick people from my Discord and I'm gonna invite them to my game, and we're gonna play a game. The wizard girl.
Oh yeah, you recently started playing with her with the wings, right?
Yep, sometimes. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Garlic Bread, but I'll catch you.
Every video game has casual players, die-hard fans, and star players. In Fortnite, the biggest names in the game got that way because of their skills in tournament placements. And with tournament placement comes money. Today, we're going to be counting down the top 10 highest earning Fortnite competitors. These aren't just players with skill, okay? These are proven professionals who continuously outbuild, out-edit, and out-aim the competition. Hey, if you want a shot at placing in the next big Fortnite tournament, hey, head over to ProGuys.com to check out.
This is a door show, Kumpat.
When you rely on the ballers, it's going to make you look bad. Unless you're Bizzle or something, and then it's pretty cool. Campers are usually not very confident and are looking for the win and sneak of the camper. This type of player doesn't just wander around Fortnite, you know, like a normal person. No, don't you hate it when you work so hard to make it to endgame just to be taken out by some guy hiding in a bush? Trust me when I say it's happened dozens and dozens of times. That is known as a camper. They usually manifest themselves in players who play very safe or who are hiding in various foliage and using ballers. I mean, let's be honest here. We've all used ballers before, and that's fine. But when you rely on the ballers, it's going to make you look bad. Unless you're Bizzle or something, and then it's pretty cool. Campers are usually not very confident and are looking for the win in sneakier ways, you know, by, like, avoiding playing the game. Unfortunately for them, Fortnite has reached its skill ceiling, and it's no longer possible to win this way, so these players aren't really much of a threat. After pushing them, they'll usually turtle up and throw down traps. The only way they can kill you is with a sniper shot or a lucky pump, but for the most part, they aren't your biggest threat. Next up, we have the Rusher. The Rusher is the exact opposite of the camper. This guy wants to get into your face and take you out no matter what. I'm not talking about pub games where everybody rushes everybody. This is a different breed of aggression. The Rusher will go the extra mile just to take you out. Often this is the guy that stormholds you and pushes you even though the circle is all the way on the other side of the map. The Rusher usually has a good amount of mechanical skill. Because, come on, who doesn't build up skill after engaging an enormous amount of players all the time? They're often so deadly, in fact, that they even have the potential of ruining the game for pro players. Their level of confidence is at an all-time high because they believe they can kill everyone and anyone. This sort of mindset is a very exceptional one. Except, they usually don't use it effectively. You usually won't find these guys on the leaderboard because they're too busy ruining other players' games. Confidence needs to be combined with efficiency and strategy in order to produce compounding results. You know, not just mindlessly attacking everyone you see. You know, stuff most players wouldn't do without thinking. There's a difference between calculated rushes and maniac rushes. The simple way to counter these guys is just learning how they play. Rushers usually don't think everything through, and many of their moves are very predictable. So they will usually always jump into your 1x1. Be ready with a trap. After the Rusher and the Camper goes the low ground warrior. Everybody enjoys being a low ground warrior at some point in the game, but we all learn from our mistakes. Well, most of us. This is the type of guy who's so confident in his shot that he'll build very minimally. He's usually the one to strike first, and when he gets you low, be careful. He'll just stay below you, trying to knock you down while frightening you with his lethal but accurate shot. We've all run into this type of guy before, haven't we? On the bright side, he's quite easy to deal with. Many pro players do incorporate low ground warrior style of gameplay. Why, you may ask? It's an effective way to clean up players who are on low health or of lesser skill. Everybody knows that when your health tanks, it's either turtle time or building time. Now, what can we do to deal with these pesky low ground warriors? The way to outplay these guys is none other than building. That thing that they refuse to do. But how, you may ask? Low ground warriors are waiting for you to peek. So if you fly over them with a series of Tifu classics or poor edits, it's almost impossible for them to track you. He can only get a good shot off if he's expecting your peek. Here's an example. Point is, you don't want to peek since it's predictable. Throw him off guard. Beat him at his own mind games. Show him that you aren't afraid of his refusal to build. Point is, you don't want to peek since it's predictable. Throw him off guard. Beat him at his own mind games. Show him that you aren't afraid of his refusal to build. Our fourth and most annoying type of player is none other than the overbuilder. When we talk about overbuilding, what usually comes to mind is a controller playground warrior. The benefits of this style of gameplay are that it's often difficult to kill them. They can run around juking and building non-stop, until of course they run dry on mats. There goes their jump pad or porta rift. On the bright side, we do know that they're not very confident and want to be at a distance from you. That's why you usually see them from a safe building distance. Building away, of course. It may be hard to lock them down since they're always building and moving. You'll probably burn all your own materials and waste 5 minutes trying to just flush them out of their shell. This is problematic since in high-level games, you don't have much time to finish someone off before a third party arrives. My advice, don't take fights against these guys in arena unless you have a definite way of killing them. However, there are many building techniques and exploits available to get inside someone's box if you really have to. Fast builders are often great editors as well, so these guys are going to be all the way up the sky by the time you look up. Now, let's cut down to how to deal with them. Simple workaround is that with a lot of building comes the need for a lot of materials. These players will usually run themselves dry very fast, especially in arena with limited resources. You can just wait for them to run out of materials, or just get up close and personal. Explosives work great too. Our fifth and most deceiving type of player are the sweat. The sweat is often referred to as a pro player, but this is inherently wrong. Many players won't be able to tell the difference, especially casuals. His building, aiming, and editing seems to be on par with the best of the best. He'll impress the masses into thinking he's top-notch, yet he fails in the most crucial of areas. He doesn't have any real placement or stats to back up his claims. Many of these players master building, editing, and aiming. However, they lack in the most central area, which is decision-making and creativity. Much of the high-level gameplay revolves around making the right play, not the wrong one. Creativity as well is a crucial factor, since most pro players know all the moves, so a lot of fights come down to on-the-spot creativity. You might ask, how do I counter this guy when he's almost as good as a pro? To put things into perspective, a beginner or an average player doesn't have much of a chance versus a pro player, because that's kind of just the way things are. Trust me, I feel bad about it too. Somebody who practices 10 hours a day is miles ahead of someone who only puts in a few hours weekly. However, when we compare two equally good players, it can kind of go either way. If you've been watching pro guys for quite some time, I'm sure you're making some serious progress, and it all comes down to making the right move. Sweats are often blindsided by their ego and are liable to make many mistakes. If you can catch on to them, then it'll be a lot easier to take them out. So, to sum it all up, the sweat can be deceiving. This tryhard may give off the vibe that he's a pro player, however, he lacks the basic fundamentals required to truly be a high-level player. He'll have many noticeable errors, and if you look more closely, you'll see a difference between the pro and him. Use that to your advantage, and stay confident. You got this. Alrighty guys, now we're up to our finalist. Now we have the 3-time pro player. This guy's a master of his craft. He's somebody who's at the point where he doesn't lose to a lesser player. He just doesn't. There's a reason why players like Mongrel, Clicks, Mr. Savage, and Bugha win nearly every engagement they come into. They've mastered A to Z and only died in rare cases. These guys are legends and titans in their fields. They've been grinding day in and day out since day one and won't stop until their name is #1 on the list. When you come across one of them, you're gonna know instantly. The striking The feeling of panic and shock you'll get as they counter your every move will be breathtaking. You'll freeze up, you'll lose your thought process, and it'll be all over. Can you tell this has happened to me a couple times? Does my PTSD give me away? Pro players can really only be countered by other top-notch players, although there are still some things you can do to potentially kill off a pro player. Third parties are a very effective way to kill a player, regardless of skill level. Hitting hard and fast is the right way to go. Here's another crazy effective method, which is not only a good tip for killing pro players, but everyone in general. Put yourself in the most advantageous situation possible, whether it be high ground or a better angle. This doesn't guarantee the win, but it guarantees that you have an advantage. Sort of. I mean, there's still a pro, so, good luck out there. Fortnite is a game where creativity and strategy run wild. That's why we see almost every week top players in the World Cup qualifiers pulling off something astonishing. Whether it be with a new item or a new building technique, there's always something new. Speaking of pro players, we have a new coaching...
As the sun sets for some, it rises for others. A new superstar is on the horizon. Very recently, FaZe signed their newest pro Fortnite player, FaZe Dubs, and we're hoping the contract was to his liking. Especially since Dubs has already faced some controversy of his own before signing with the big esports organization. Just before this, there was a huge scandal where Dubs was accused of cheating. Many people didn't know what to believe until he was proven innocent by Epic themselves. What's up, guys? This is Dave coming to you with another Fortnite Pro Analysis video. We know we haven't done one of these in a while and thought, well, maybe it's about time. Let us know in the comment section who you'd like to see next. For those of you who don't know, Dubs is a 16-year-old Fortnite prodigy that has been hammering the charts lately, with 3 qualification placements 3 weeks in a row in solo World Cup qualifiers. Can you imagine qualifying 3 times in a row? Now, if that isn't consistency, I don't know what is. But his domination doesn't only reign in solos. Dubs and his partner Mega dominated Week 6 of duos, taking 3rd place. These kids are going to the World Cup Finals in New York, and they haven't even finished high school yet. Despite Fortnite changing thousands of people's lives, I think pro players were right when they put it, Fortnite is about to make teenagers millionaires. But what can a company with so much money do if not give back to their fan base? Now let's talk a little bit about how Dubs first appeared on the radar. He was first spotted in the NAE Gauntlet back in March with a 4th place achievement. This didn't seem like a big deal at first, and it wasn't until he placed 3rd in the very first week of the World Cup Warm-Up Cup that people started to take notice. Just imagine, out of thousands of players who have been grinding day in and day out for over a year now, just coming in and taking all the glory in one shot. While this was an amazing achievement, it also started to spark some controversy in the Fortnite community. Fans wanted their favorite pros on the leaderboards, but then somebody out of nowhere knocks them out of it easily. His reputation began to grow even more controversial once he placed 2nd in the very first week of the qualifiers. Every other player who had qualified that week was a known pro. Tfue himself tweeted out this picture saying, "Want to partner with me for duos next week?" Now we know this post was a joke, but Tfue truly meant it. Either Dubs had...
Why not let this summer be the one and try something different?
With Epic, this clip validates that Dr. Lupo has exceedingly great precision in aim, and leads me to believe that Dr. Lupo might actually be one of the top Fortnite players. But would he have a chance if he was facing Tfue with a spray aim-off? As you can see here, Dr. Lupo starts off by hitting a few very clean shots on his opponent. Then, he decides to rush his opponent using a jump pad. He B-hops off of his opponent's building in an attempt to redeploy his glider and style on his opponent. Instead, his opponent one-pumps him in the face. Well then, let's continue our investigation. Dr. Lupo was going for some style points and entertaining content rather than going for an easy kill. Again, great aim, but that's not the only qualification I have in my sweaty qualifier checklist. I have to know, can he build like a pro? Dr. Lupo was playing some casual solos here. Hours of staring at this Fortnite clip have led me to believe that his building and edits aren't too impressive. He allows his opponent to gain high ground while he leaves himself completely vulnerable with no cover. Another incoming opponent lands on him and he instantly gains high ground. Some basic building skills are showcased in this fight, but there weren't any fancy building or editing techniques. From my analysis, I've come to the conclusion that his superior aim, not his building, won him those fights. Here is the gameplay of Dr. Lupo facing off with a super sweaty player in Tilted Towers. His opponent first gains high ground and then repositions using the flintlock pistol for a tricky maneuver.
Wait, what the? Bro, what?
Dr. Lupo gets killed by his opponent's fast floor edit and WT play. As you can see here, he is in a high-level lobby with many exceptional players. Is Dr. Lupo able to keep up with the better players? From what we saw, this was an easy clap for his opponent. This would seem to prove that Dr. Lupo might not have the skills to compete with these sweaty players despite his countless hours practicing with Ninja. I will now study professional competitive Fortnite players to further legitimize this important research. Here's a gameplay moment from renowned 14-year-old Fortnite player, Mongrel. You can see that his building and edits are extremely quick, catching his opponents off guard. He does a couple of amazing edits and re-edits to get some inhumanly fast shots on his enemy before they can react. This is a clip later in the same game. He spots, tracks, and out-edits his opponents with ease. So, after watching this clip, the confidence I have in my research supporting Dr. Lupo's potential is wavering. I'm just not sure Dr. Lupo will stand a chance. Okay, let's not give up hope just yet. Let's take a look at Symphony, who's also known for his insane edit skills, to help conclude our investigation. As you can see here, Symphony and Mongrel are playing at another level. Dr. Lupo can hit some nasty shots against casuals, but he would have to enhance his gameplay with better building and editing mechanics if he wants to keep up with the pros. To conclude this investigation, Dr. Lupo is absolutely a great player, but not when he's only getting compared to the best of the best in Fortnite. He occasionally finishes with just 20 kills, absolutely dominating the lobby. He has amazing aim and easily outbuilds casual players. But this is a completely different story when compared to the top players in Fortnite. What do you guys think? Is Dr. Lupo good at Fortnite? Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, this is Keith Allen Henson. And if you want to connect with me, I would love to hear from you on my Instagram. Send me a message. If you have any questions at all, if you just want to leave some comments for me, that would be awesome. And stay tuned for more videos coming out soon. Single kill. He looks to avoid taking unnecessary damage whenever possible. Vivid taught me a lot about patience. Even if it was just a few players landing with him, he still waited for the opportune time to strike. Watch how Vivid takes this next fight. He never gives up high ground, something that you and I do far too often. Look at where he's standing. His enemy has no chance to take high ground from him. Vivid's main calling card is his methodical and intelligent approach to the game. He's a textbook player through and through. Even with the surprising edit from his opponent, Vivid plays it cool and earns his third kill. I want to highlight something Vivid's opponent did before we move on. Vivid was reading a book. He countered his opponent's high ground push with floors, as you're supposed to. Never gives up high ground. Calling card is his methodical and intelligent approach to the game. He's a textbook player through and through. Even with the surprising edit from his opponent, Vivid plays it cool and earns his third kill. I want to highlight something Vivid's opponent did before we move on. Vivid was reading a book. He countered his opponent's high ground push with floors, as you're supposed to. The enemy knew better. He coned on top of the floor so Vivid couldn't make a quick play. His opponent made a great play, but he just lost a 50-50. Hey, it happens. Right when landing, Vivid immediately builds. But watch how much he actually builds. Right when he gets to high ground, Vivid fights. He doesn't screw around or waste any time. He doesn't drop down until he sees the enemy disengage, looking to heal. Let's see how Vivid plays this annoying turtle. Sure, he messed up the wall replays, but everything looked clean. He literally didn't take a single point of damage. My man Vivid is always in control. Pay attention to this trade shot. His opponent is low. Even if Vivid technically loses the trade, he still wins. He lands a nice shot and pushes again. His opponent is in full panic mode now and literally takes the coward's way out. Vivid sends him back to the lobby quicker than he can ever disconnect. Remember guys, you don't have to build fast. It's efficiency that counts. The fastest builder in the world doesn't always win. Vivid showed me how great a methodical builder can be. Watch this next engage. If I didn't tell you that it was Vivid, you'd have no idea that it was him. He pushes recklessly into a tunnel system. It's risky because you have no idea how many players are hiding in there. Well, let's see how this plays out. Our textbook player puts down the book and learns how to W key. Even with some plane interference, Vivid pressures his opponent relentlessly. The plane actually helped him get a few free shots in. I like how he still covers himself while W keying. Don't worry, it's still Vivid. He just wants another point. The good news is that Vivid picks off the kill after a strange edit from his opponent. The bad news is that Vivid is now sandwiched. The plane man has landed and a new challenger approaches. I like what Vivid does next. He builds immediately to high ground and is rewarded.